Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips and football tips for Saturday the 18th of November. Well, 0 returns. 2 horses actually ran quite well up until one of them fell, and Volcano received quite a few plaudits for finishing 5th. However, finishing 5th yields no returns. It was 40-1, ran a cracking race, exactly the race I thought it would do. But I did actually hope or think it would hold on if it ran a decent race for 4th place at least. But it didn't. It actually looked like we were going to get 3rd turning in, but then it just weakened and then jumped poorly at the last and was collared on the hill on its way home. On its way to the post, sorry, not on its way home. So basically, at the moment, it's just under £30 on the horses. I will put the football bet up in the description and the first comment around about dinner time, because I'm at work and I haven't chose any football bets yet. I've had a real good look through every single race tomorrow, or Saturday should I say, which is currently tomorrow, which will soon be today. So just short of £30, and I'm going to go straight through it. I'm not going to talk too much about the horses because I don't want it to be a really long video because I've chose quite a few selections. So 7p each way, Super Hines. First selection is Wake Up Harry at 5-1 in the 11.15 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is owned by Harry Redknapp. It's first run for a new trainer. I have backed this before when the time when it lost by a short head when it should have won. It's a bit of a dodgy character that can pull quite hard. But it does hold a little bit of talent and pace, and I think it could win tomorrow. Second selection is Gifford Angel at 17-2 in the 12.35 at Cheltenham, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse is by far the most experienced. You could call it exposed, but I don't think it's exposed yet because I think it's still improving. There are 1 or 2 horses that have won first time, but they may not repeat that. I'm expecting there to be plenty more improvement to come from other horses. However, this horse is actually, it's right up there with not quite the best because the favourite is by far the standout. However, it hasn't achieved that in this country. So I think it's very interesting the fact that Gavin Sheehan retains the mount on this horse. And he's very good from the front. And I do believe this horse could go from the front and could ask quite a few questions. And they're paying 4 places, so I think it's got half a chance. Third selection is Wayfinder, 12-1 in the 1 at Cheltenham, paying 6 places instead of 4. Ran well last time. I think it could run well again. And that's basically it about that horse. Not long till May, 6-1 in the 220 at Cheltenham, paying 5 places instead of 4. Solid form, running well, recent run, should run its race. Next selection is Mokkadivasi at 6-1 in the 255 at Cheltenham, paying 5 places instead of 3. The next selection is Giyanyami. I've said that wrong, haven't I? Giyanyami. Yeah. At 5-1 in the 330 at Cheltenham, paying 4 places instead of 3. And finally, in the 339 at Wetherby, East Street at 7-1. I did back this horse last year and it disappointed. And I do believe, it's like any Trevor Hemmings horse. It's bred to be a chaser and now it's gone chasing. And I think it ran disappointing last time, very disappointing. But Sue Smith loves a runner and a winner and a place horse around Wetherby. So the next bet is this bet. I've gone for big prices. You will see a few not huge prices, but there are some quite tasty prices in there. So it's a 10p each way, lucky 63. I've also had single each way bets to make it to just short of £20. Well, sorry, to exactly £20. And I believe it was Golden Phase where I had the slightly larger single. I think at about 90 odd pence just to round it up to £20 total. So Golden Phase at 7-1 in the 11.45 at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. The next selection is Flying Standard at 40-1 in the 16 minutes past 12 race at Lingfield, paying 4 places instead of 3. An interesting horse is Alacrity at 11 to 1 and 12.51 at Lingfield. It's crying out for this extra distance. A lot of the fancied horses have got high draws. This horse is drawn 1. It just needs to hold its position to a degree without using too much energy, and I think it could stay on and at least grab a place. The next selection is Rapallo at 22 to 1 in the 1.26 at Lingfield. The next selection is Crimson Ruby in the 1.37 at Uttoxeter, and it's priced up at 66 to 1. And finally is Moonset at 16 to 1 in the 3.57 at Uttoxeter. This horse is, I think it's the dam, was a hurdler in Auteuil. I've said that sounded a bit weird, and Auteuil, on heavy ground over 2 mile 2 regularly. There is also a little bit of flat breeding in this horse. The dam sire is by Tabuk, which was, did it run placed in the Arc? I think. Don't think it won the Arc. I think it ran placed in the Arc. It was trained by Mick Shannon, I believe. So there's a bit of flat in what is a poor race. There is a bit of flat speed, and there's a bit of in the bloodline. There's a bit of heavy ground or soft ground form. So I think it's just got a bit of a sneak. I think it's trained by Neil Mulholland, who is very good. He's not bad under both coasts, to be fair, the flat and the jumps. Although this is the flat over jumps, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Without the jumps. Just to make things confusing. So those are the bets. If you're interested in the in the football bet will be in the description and the first comment by probably 12 o'clock dinner time. It'll be the over 2.5, over 3.5, and over 4.5 goals treble. If you fancy horses or you like the look of some of my selections, let me know. If you think I've picked some absolute stinkers, let me know. I think we've been a little bit unlucky recently. I also think I've picked some bad ones as well. So fingers crossed. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.